You both step out of this space and start running away. From behind you. You hear shouts and screams, and you hear this horrible bestial roar again, which is the last you see of this as you continue to run back into the Underdark. Are you stealthing? Are you doing anything to try and avoid things, or are you just running?
Pass Without Trace was activated, we decided, by Elcharn being afraid.
Yes.
Elcharn is afraid.
Sure.
And we've had a long rest, so I think that will happen again. But other than that, I don't know what you think, Tom, but running hell for leather, probably.
Yeah, so like, I think Pass Without Trace, but we're running, so
which
it's
means
that
you would
weird
technically get disadvantage, but it's plus 10. Yeah.
Again, I don't even think we're trying to necessarily be stealthy about it. We are just running, and maybe we're a bit quieter than we normally would be, but
Yes, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Great. As you run, as you go, you disappear into the Underdark again. Roughly 10 minutes later, Cielaro, you feel a very strange feeling, something you never felt before. It's like someone has stolen a part of you. A part, you just suddenly stumble and stop, and something has been taken from you. You're not sure what it is, but something in you is gone that you didn't even realize you had. Roll me an intelligence check. It's probably the best way to do this.
Yeah, because there's I'm making assumptions, but 12.
You don't know anything about being a vampire yet. No reason that you would. But I don't think you rolled high enough to work this out, but for all of our benefits and the audience, if they're here's benefits, your vampiric master is dead.
Okay. I think, because I said I've seen a play about vampires, I sort of assume that that's my soul leaving, that, sort of like, that's my, and so I just have this sort of thing of just sort of, again, stumbling, and I'm like, I think I just died.
You're right here. Cielaro?
No,
Cielaro?
I just died.
Go back a few steps. Does it feel better again?
Take a few steps back.
I thought you were going to go back a few steps. Did you drop it?
I think humorously, like, it's sort of like if you're watching the film, I step back and you see Cielaro just looks at her feet and looks up again. So even in her mind, she's like, maybe it's sort of like a ghostly whisper of her soul left. Or I'm gonna ask you to do something that you're not going to like very much. Will you kill me? I don't know how much longer I've got, and I'd rather die like me rather than hurt anyone. So will you kill me? I don't want to hurt anyone.
I promise I will not let you hurt anyone.
But if you need to, will you?
I will do what it takes to not let you hurt anyone.
I know I'm giving you permission that if I do start biting, that you can just...
You're doing it again.
Hit me with a rock.
You're doing the goodbying and the death.
I don't want to die without saying goodbye, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want you to die, so we're just going to keep going.
Crying.
Okay, say it. Say your goodbye then, come on. Come on.
I would have loved the life we were going to have. I think we would have ruled that town before we got old. We would have made things great, and I wouldn't change a thing. Don't feel bad for what's happened here. I would have rather have had this short burst of adventure than spend 40 years just sitting in a citadel throwing seeds around. And I love you. Forever.
Yeah. Well, I know one thing I would change, and I reach into a hidden pocket in my belt. Don't you know I wouldn't leave it lying around? And take your left hand and push an engagement ring. It's not too gaudy. It is a huge sapphire, but a very lovely setting around it. And it seems somehow I've clearly had it enchanted that it glints and glitters just like your guiding bolt does. This is yours to hold on to until we get to the surface. And when we get to the surface and, we've had a bath, I will go down on one knee and I will do what I planned and we'll do this properly. But this is yours to hold on to. And every time you start thinking that we're saying goodbye and that we're going to die and we're not going to make it, you look at that and you remember that we have a whole life ahead of us. And we're not giving up.
Have a little kiss. Being careful of the sharp teeth.
We both have sharp teeth.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. Like we sort of come in and then we both realise we kind of need to change how, and because, that's interesting. Do you nick yourself at all? No, because I was going to say if there's blood, and then I'm getting that in my mouth.
Let's not do that.
Let's not. I think we're being very, very cautious. We're not bright, but we're very much in love.
We're not that stupid.
How did it go? Well, he kind of proposed, and then he got like a paper cut, and I just bit him.
And I ate him. Yeah, I just ate him.
I got hungry.
Are you continuing on?
Yeah.
Running down the corridor that you came down, but you don't. Same problem as before. Are you going to light? There's still some of this moss around, so you can see sort of where you're going, but you're trying to find the way that you came from, which was already a maze to begin with. Roll me another survival check.
I think I will get the sword out to see.
Fine.
Elcharn is in a mood that I will fight through 1,000 beasts just
of course. Yeah.
That is a 23 for survival.
You do start to realize. You start to put two and two together. You start to go, this is where you run past where you wrote on the wall. I'm sorry, I haven't got it verbatim. What was it?
This is horrible. Everything is horrible. Dear God,
like
why?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly. And as you run past it and you feel like you might be able to get out of this. Cielaro, your passive perception is higher than Elcharn's.
Yes.
There is a strange crunching, grinding noise from the tunnel up ahead. Elcharn, you probably wouldn't notice yet.
I think stop. There's something up ahead. Not it. Again, sort of just quiet and trying to listen and just go. I don't think it's like anything we've heard yet.
About 20 feet ahead of you, the tunnel wall ahead of you collapses outwards, and a large creature is pushing its way out of the wall, seemingly making a tunnel. You're not quite sure what, but it has an insectoid head, large eyes, multifaceted eyes, big pincers, but it's huge and hulking and humanoid as it tastes the air and turns and sees in the light both of you. Initiative rolls, please.
Why is it always bugs?
Underdark is all bugs. I don't know why it's all bugs, but it is.
Oops, all bugs. 9.
Thank you.
15.
15. Perfect. Thank you. Elcharn, at the start of your turn, looking at this creature that has burst its way out of the wall, do you avert your gaze from its eyes? Ooh. As the eyes glint, you realize something is tugging at the back of your head, that something about the way this thing looks is bad.
Do I realize that? Am I smart enough to know that?
Yes, I think so. This is less to do with, am I smart enough to work out what's going on, and more of a, this is wrong, something is wrong. Like you can click on that very quickly.
Then yes, if as soon as there's eye contact, it has that tug, then yeah, we'll do eye contact.
Cool. That means you have disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Yeah,
because
that's
you can't
fine.
see it. You can look around it and at its feet and stuff like that, but you can't look it directly in the eye, which is difficult.
Yeah, and I won't get sneak attack. Okay.
What would you like to do?
Am I first in initiative?
You are.
Is there any side tunnel to run down and escape?
No, you could go back the way you came.
No. There's some vampires down that way.
And something else more horrible possible.
Something.
Are there vampires anymore?
I
Whatever they've
guess
been replaced with killed them all, which isn't a good sign.
I'm going to hit it with my sword.
Cool, run up and make an attack.
Oh no, I'm going to rage. I am so angry.
Yeah.
This is not outrage. This is rage.
That's totally fine.
Everyone should die now.
If you run up towards it and go for it, you can get within 5 feet of it. You can not look it in the eye. That's perfectly fine.
I'm going to reckless as well to get it back to a flat roll.
Correct. That's totally fine. But there is no advantage, I'm afraid.
That's okay. No, so it's flat roll. So
Yep.
that one is a 10 plus 9 is a 19.
That just hits, yes.
And 19 just hits, and I don't know why I was going to roll a second attack. I don't have extra attack with this character. I've lit up the flame tongue. Cielaro is not within 5 feet, is she?
No.
So I don't have...
This is about 20 feet ahead of Cielaro at this point.
This is going to go really badly. So it's just 3d6.
Yep.
That's a 6, a 5, and a 4. So that is 15, 20 points of damage. And I used my bonus action to rage, so I cannot use it to hide. So Elcharn is just going to stand there as a meat shield between him and Cielaro, hacking in fury.
Cool. The creature will lean forward and just start attacking you because you attacked it, and is going to just go for it. That's a 24 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
A 19 to hit you.
That'll also hit.
And a non-nat 20 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit too.
Okay. So one of those. 2 of those. Do you want me to just add all these up? Because you halved them, so I'll add them all up. I'll add them all up and then halve them. That's probably the best way to do it. 28, 14 points of damage as it just claws and slashes and bites. It is defending itself as far as you can tell, but also it's not like it would have been nice to you. It is just snarling and angry, and it is sort of strangely insectoid and inhumane, and it's sort of snarling in front of you as it goes to town. Cielaro.
Right. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. I just run away again.
Here we go. No.
Papa, I'm so
Thank you for the
ring. Just sitting with the other vampires going, look at this.
I will remember you.
This wasn't a family show. The hand gestures I would be making.
Is it look, are you blowing me little kisses again? Oh, that's sweet.
Hit the monster.
Right. Okay. So here we go.
Yep.
Let's do the old cantrip and then spell. So
Yeah, you've got all your sorcery points back because you...
Yes, because I've pressed. Yeah. So starting with Eldritch Blast, that is a 28 to hit.
Yes.
And that is 13 points of damage.
Yes.
And then second, ooh, that's an 11. So that...
your Eldritch Blast impacts it, but where the sort of mandibly carrion crawlers, but mandibly centipede things earlier were kind of squishy, this is all hard. It tunnels through rock to get from place to place. It clearly has like quite an impressive carapace to withstand that sort of thing.
Then I think
glances off, if you will.
Just again, sort of, I don't think that there's particular strategy there where I was just like, then I think Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Yes, because that will give Elcharn the advantage back. Yeah.
That's kind of what
That's the goal.
Yeah, smart.
And that is a 21 to hit.
Absolutely.
And so that is 16 points of damage.
And it is now glinting again with that Diamante sort of effect that will help Elcharn. Great.
Can I also use a bonus action?
Yes.
I would cast at don't forget
you can't cast 2 spells around.
Then I will not. I would like to do many, and I think I prepare myself to do it, and then there's something in me which is like, why isn't this working?
No, if you have any spell-like abilities that aren't spells, like I think your Healing Light thing.
Yeah.
is that a bonus action or an action? I can't.
That is an excellent question.
I can't remember.
Healing light. As a bonus action, you can heal one creature. Yes, actually, I think I'll cast a healing light.
Yep.
So
This is why Sorlocks are also very
you
powerful.
have 4d6 healing, one creature spending dice. So I think I'm going to spend 2d6 because you just took a little.
Taking 14 so far.
Yep.
It's 6. It's not.
I'll
the
take
most,
it.
Everything's helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cielaro, at the end of your turn, that grinding noise hasn't gone away, and another one bursts out of the wall behind you.
Oh, swear word. Ladies don't swear.
You get the sense these things might not travel alone. Elcharn, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it with the express intent of getting a path to run past it and run away.
Sure.
So I hit you from one particular side to try and get it. The aim is to run away, not to
Sure.
stay and fight a whole hive of whatever these are. I'm back to advantage, Rex. If it's advantage, disadvantage, advantage.
Correct, and they do stack, so yes.
Great. Good. One of those is 27.
That hits, yes.
Great. And that means we're back up to 76.
Correct.
Where's the rest of a party to keep us safe? To help us with things.
Yeah.
76. That is not amazing. That is 23 plus 5, 28 points of damage.
You're slashing wildly at it, and you are managing now with a bit of like, okay, I've got a plan. I know what I'm going to do. You do manage to cut it quite deeply. It's not dead, but it is there. It is going to shriek. It's shriek because it's insectoid. It's less of a throaty guttural. It's more of a sort of a high-pitched, like nasal shrieking noise and the clacking of the mandrels, and you hear dozens of other shrieks all around you.
Is there space yet to run?
No. These things are large. They fill the corridor that you're in.
Then I will, I haven't been adding my +2 rage damage every time.
I'll add another 8 to that last hit. That's about right. Yeah, that's fine.
Like a scar just opens up. It's like, oh.
Thanks.
They were angrier than I thought.
I've used up the guiding bolt, so I could bonus action to steady aim. I can't really hide, can I? We're in a very small tunnel and I'm right in front of it and it has big eyes.
No, you can disengage, but you don't have to go back to Cielaro. You couldn't go forward.
I don't want to disengage, and I will use my bonus to do my steady aim to give me advantage next time.
You have to not move for that to happen.
I haven't
so it's
moved.
fine. Yeah. Your next attack, which will be on your next turn. Yes.
And because talking is a free action, I will call to Cielaro, just when you see a space, run. I'll be right behind you.
Okay. I've got a plan.
Oh.
Right. Elcharn, the one in front of you, is going to keep attacking you because it's clearly in a life or death situation, and it knows that, so it's just going to start lashing out at you violently, trying to stop you from hurting it as best it can do. That is a 19 to hit.
Hits.
A 12 to hit.
Misses.
There you go. And a 17 to hit.
Is my AC, so yes.
Right. So that's only. Sorry, adding them all up. 20, so 10 points of
10,
damage.
okay. And I got healed 6 last time, so we're not too bad.
Cielaro, the one behind you is going to just start going to town.
Fair enough.
My girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
My vampire girlfriend.
I love my vampire girlfriend.
My vampire fiance.
Yes.
17, 14, and 25.
Okay, I would like to cast Shield.
Brilliant. Yes.
So I will do that. Mm-hmm. So that will give me +5.
Yes.
So that would put me up to 19. So that means 2 of those miss, and then the 20-something hits. Yeah.
Cool. You take 20 points of damage. So
Oh, no.
as it reaches out from behind you and just scores you across the back and shoulder really heavily, still shrieking. You get the sense that it is now shrieking because the one ahead is shrieking. You also hear more crunching in the walls as nothing else pops out into the tunnel, but they're clearly moving through in a sort of pack grouping and digging their own tunnels, so there are loads more around here, just so we're aware. Cielaro, it is your turn.
Right. Okay. The fact I'm being attacked from behind might not make this the best idea, but I want my fiancé to get out of here.
Sure.
Start sort of waiting. I'm going to cast Vortex Warp. I'm going to try and warp that big un behind us, 90 feet behind, sort of unoccupied space. So if that happens, is the space in front of us clear?
As far as you can see, yeah.
Yeah, I will. Yes, I cast Vortex Warp. I'll do it at 2nd level. It's just pointed out packed slot. Might as well use the packed slot.
Yeah, you've got warlock levels as well. Yep.
So it needs to beat an 18 Constitution. I know it's a chunky.
I'm sorry, it's a chunky boy. That's a 19.
That's very annoying. Yeah, I think I always feel like I know this isn't, but it like warps 2 feet, so it's absolutely.
Does it sort of like zzz, and like slightly into the wall and bounces off? It just looks a bit confused. Has no idea what's going on. It's still sort of shrieking quite loudly.
I went. Then I think I will. I might as well keep using my. I'll tell you what. I'll use up the last two. I'll use one hit the healing light things on myself.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to use 2. I think I've got other healing things.
Yeah.
That I can,
Please. Well, stay undead.
Please stay undead. Okay, so using 2. That's 7 points back, which is, almost half of what got taken off me. Okay, I'm not dead. Well, I am, because my soul left. Okay. Oh, double swear words.
Darling.
I apologize. I have a bit of a temper.
Elcharn.
I'm gonna hit the one in front of me with my sword.
Mm-hmm.
I have advantage because it's stacked.
Just checking, the last round I gave you 10 points of damage, correct?
Yes.
I had half that from 20 to 10.
Yes.
Sure. Cool. Make sure I'm on the same page. Good.
That is a 23 to hit.
Absolutely.
Another.
You have advantage on it because of steady aim. That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because steady aim and reckless. You've been hitting me with the reckless, right?
Yes.
Good. 76. Come on up. Wake up. Ooh, that's better than last time. That's 28, so 33 points of damage.
Yeah, you absolutely carve the one in front of you down. It falls to it sort of collapses against, like, it's still taking up a large portion of this space because it's big, but there's no longer any life in it. It is collapsing.
Okay. How far away is Cielaro from me?
20 feet behind you.
I will use my bonus action and my movement to dash to get her and then to force her movement so she shouldn't get an opportunity attack to start pulling her away from the one behind her. I know it's half movement, but I have 6 feet of movement total, 20 to get her, so I should be able to pull her 20 feet further down the tunnel, right?
Yeah, that's fine. You start pulling her back and you're both sort of scurrying away from this creature as you go. That's fine. It will advance forward and keep attacking. I think it's going to focus its attention on Elcharn, I think. It's the only thing it makes sense to do. So, it's going to lash out at you, Elcharn, as it moves forward and just strikes with Cielaro you're probably sort of pulling and holding back and trying to keep her out of the way. Right.
I was being pushed behind and I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't want to die here, but...
It's nothing to do with sexism and entirely to do with your AC and hit points.
I am squishy.
We have a 19 to hit.
Hit.
We have a 24 to hit.
Yeah, hit.
And a 22 to hit.
No.
It's reckless. It just does this.
Yeah.
That's that. Plus that. Plus that. Ooh, it's good rolls this time. 37 halved is 36. 18 points of damage.
Okay, I'm still up. I'm all right.
You hear more rumblings around you, and you can see that behind this one, there are others coming out. They're not moving into attack. They might just be passing through, but you're clearly moving through what looks like a swarm or hive of these, which is clearly not good. Cielaro, it is your turn.
So are we running straight into the swarm? Or
No, if you ran away from here and out, you'd probably run away from them.
Right.
But there is one in melee range with, because the corridor is wide, Elcharn.
Okay, so again, sort of hands moving. Oof. I think I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere just to sort of like cut it off. So we have a sphere of fire, which hopefully these creatures, well, either they're too stupid and they'll run into it, or they'll be like, oh no, fire. So
I mean, it's a fair cop and a fair suggestion that anything in the Underdark might not like light very much because naturally doesn't occur very often. Yeah.
Also, it's not a bad idea to cast like a bright light in the opposite direction to us. So
Sure, absolutely.
I will cast Flaming Sphere.
Are you casting it? Where are you putting it? Because creature, Elcharn, you.
Sort of like, it's sort of like, could I between Elcharn and the creature just sort of.
I'm not sure you can put it in between. I think it has to be in a specific location, which means it's
Just hit me. I'll be fine.
Unoccupied space of your choice within range.
An unoccupied space of your choice within range is the difficult one. You could place it behind this one so nothing else comes forward.
Maybe that's not a terrible right. Yes, just I will do that and just pop it. Okay, so it's behind. I've seen Elcharn kill one of these things. It's doable.
Elcharn, not Eltrion. There's no half drow with a golden fist here.
Could we have Elcharn, please?
Oi!
Hang on, I'll call David.
I cast a spell. And just, I've got flesh on my arms. Elcharn. Okay. Yes. So
it appears behind the creature, and
yes.
You do hear some startled screeches from behind it, as in they don't like it very much. The one in front is sort of like confused, like what's going on?
I think that is. So I'm looking at it. A bright streak flashes from your pointing finger. Very like, boop,
boop. Don't forget, spell descriptions are entirely up to you. Don't you to follow?
I'm imagining it like something in like, say, The Sims, where like something's hovering and you're sort of like moving your finger and you're like, put it there. Boom. Just fire drops. Yes. So
there's a flaming sphere behind it. It's about 5 foot. It's 5 foot, so it's quite big. So this sort of glowing miniature sun is now behind it. Can you do damage with it to it?
Yes. Any creature within a 20. Oh God. Oh no. Sorry, honey.
Within a 20-foot radius.
Yes. A 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a dexterity saving
I have
throw.
Evasion and uncanny dodge.
Hang on.
Raging.
Sorry, Tom. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Flaming sphere.
I'm looking at fireball, which is a different type of fire.
It's not a fireball.
No,
you can cast fireball if you want.
I mean, no, because I want to block it up. Okay, sorry, I clicked on the different spell. So yes, any creature ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
Ends its turn is the important turn phrase there. Yeah. So it's already hot, but it doesn't hurt yet until you end your turn there. That's fine. And the only thing that's going to be burnt by it is the Umber Hulk. That's okay.
That said, as a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. So can I just bump it into the back?
What happens when it impacts? Does it stop before it hits it, or does
if you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make the saving throw. The sphere stops moving this turn.
Right, so it is like a bowling ball. So basically you create it and it bumps it in the back. So I make a dex save as an Umber Hulk. Good luck.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, it's never going to happen. No. Yeah, that's a 3.
Okay, so it takes 3d6 of fire, which is not terrible. Is 9.
9 points damage. Yeah, its carapace is singed at the back, burned its bum, and it is upset by that. But it has nowhere it can run. But the others are clearly moving away as far as you can tell. Elcharn, it is your... Actually, that's action... Bonus action to make it move, I believe. So yes. That's that. I don't think there's anything else you can do unless you want to start running.
Don't...
Unless you want to start running and leave your fiancé behind.
I wouldn't leave my...
I have a dash that you don't. Run.
Wow, let's have a look at that wisdom.
If it helps, out of turn, Elcharn goes, run, I'm faster than you.
Start running.
30 feet up the corridor. That is fine. Elcharn, it is your turn.
How close and threatening is the one remaining beastie?
It is within 5 feet of you.
How much does it look like it wants to eat me, and how much does it look like it wants to run away?
It can't run away. There's a flaming sphere behind it.
Cool, I will do some heroic killing it then. I don't have advantage in any way. I didn't use my bonus action last turn, did I? I just hit. No, I did. I used it to dash. Cool.
Yes.
I do not have advantage then, so I do not have sneak attack.
No.
That was 18 to hit. It's only a 9 on
Is it AC? Yep.
Phew, okay, so then the 3d6. 5, a 6, 11, a 3, 14, 19 points of damage.
Yep, you slash out at it. It is now screeching. Fire ahead, fire behind. Not happy.
Cool, I will use my... Is it the skirmisher?
That's a reaction at the end of another creature's turn.
No, so it's not that. It's the other one.
You can disengage as a bonus action, but then you can only move 30 feet.
Yes, I feel like I have a... Yeah, I will disengage and I will run 30 feet.
So you're both 30 feet away from it?
Yeah. Oh, as I run, I will be waving my sword and like, oh, I have fire. Oh, you don't want to chase us.
Sure. It's going to chase after you because there's nowhere else for it to go. It could start tunneling through rock. I'm going to roll and see if it's smart enough to start tunneling through rocks. It can do that. Just go, nope, none of this. No, it's not. It's going to run after the nasty things and try and stop you from being nasty.
Okay.
It is going to charge up and is going to go for Elcharn because I'm presuming that you're holding the fort down. I'm just going to assume that's the case unless you tell me that's not true. Thank you.
Shield of fiery charisma boy.
You attacked recklessly.
I did.
To give it a flat roll.
I did.
Cool. It is going to attack you. 26.
Yeah, that will hit, Chris.
Yeah. Oh, that's not so good. 17?
Is my AC, so that hits.
And a crit. At 20.
Cool, I think I might be dead.
Well, unconscious.
Same thing. Damn him. I'm really worried that Cielaro is going to think that her best form of healing is to bite me.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Forever together forever.
Oh, no.
And then I just eat him. I'm like,
raging.
Ugh.
You are still raging.
I am
It's
still raging.
halved. Like it's not.
Yeah, but it's still 4 crunchy hits.
I'm just going to add them all up. Let's work this out.
I currently have 23 hit points.
Yeah. Okay. I have rolled 48 damage.
Oh, you!
Which halves to 24.
Jammy dodger. Okay.
You are unconscious, which also means your rage drops.
Yes, because I'm very angrily unconscious.
So this thing just runs up and starts clawing, and Elcharn falls at your feet, unconscious.
But beautifully.
Oh yeah, Pieter.
Always such ballet. That's one of the reasons I fell in love with him. You know, the point of his leg, just you'd be standing there and be like, look at that, look at the stance of this man.
For some reason, I'm thinking of the Golden Years dance in Knight's Tale. I don't know why.
Again, playing Ancient Antics, I am often thinking my sword is called Golden Years.
Yeah.
I am just yes, show us a dance of Gelderland. Yes.
Sarah, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Let us forget the first combat, and as this happens, I just scream, "Not my husband!" And I will cast healing.
Not your husband.
Look, we are Underdark married.
You can't snark. You're unconscious.
Yeah. Yes. My
Have you got a
husband.
t-shirt?
I'm Mrs. Pause. What's his last name?
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yes. First name. Come on.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's Bill Elcharn.
Gus.
Gus Elcharn.
Elcharn. Yes. That's going to be healing word at third level.
Wow.
I'm not, again, the logic's going, I know these are powerful spells. And also, it's not like I just want him up a little bit. I want him fully.
Yeah.
I want my husband fully up. No. Phil from the
Phrasing.
13 healing.
Thanks. I'll take it. It's something.
Yes, I think that's because that's a spell.
Action.
Oh, it is a bonus action. Oh, okay.
Hang on, did you use Cure Wounds or Healing Word?
Healing word. I don't have cure wounds, I don't think.
You do have Cure Wounds.
I've got cure wounds. It's not on my spell list, but
it must be through. You've definitely got it in some form or another from one of the various subclasses that we worked out. Gave you everything.
I do have healing hands.
Do you know?
I do.
Come on. What's the plan?
That's the plan. Yes. So,
doing spell just pass as well.
Okay, and actually, since I've got healing hands,
yeah,
I might as well. I get down. I'm like, not today. Pull him up, and as I do, I'll healing hands. So that's an extra 10 hit points.
Wow, so 23. I'm back up to where I was before I was under. Great.
Fantastic.
Just ready to get knocked out again.
It is your turn first, Elcharn.
How poorly is Insect Face looking?
Not especially.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Is there any likelihood that I can intimidate it into not chasing us? Not really defiable behind it, isn't there?
Cielaro's kind of made this it can tunnel through solid rock, but it's currently scared that if it turns its back on you, you'll probably kill it. Like, that is... 'Tis beast.
So there is a version that I put my sword out and look all mitigating, but then it probably bites my head off. Let's see if Elcharn is going to... Elcharn is not going to give that a try. Elcharn is just going to carry on hitting it. I'll reckless, so it's a flat roll. Mm-hmm. That is a natural 20.
Hey!
That is 66.
That's my boy.
8 on the first 3. Oh, and then that's a lot better. That is 2 6s and a 5, so 20, 25, 30 points of damage.
Power of love. You slash out lovingly. You're not raging.
No, so I couldn't have reckless. I'll rage again.
Okay, because you can bonus action rage at the start of your turn, that's fine. Yeah. So yes, you are raging, that's fine. Cool. You can reckless without raging, just to be clear. You don't need to be raging to do reckless attacks.
I did not know that.
It's worth it.
In that case, I'll reckless without raging, so I keep my bonus action, and I use my bonus action for steady aim on the next one to get that advantage. Oh, no, wait. The hitting. Ignore all of that. I forgot about the halving damage, which is the important thing about rage. I will rage, please.
I will add 2 more damage to the attack.
Thank you very much.
Just a slight nosebleed.
Oh dear. Oh, I wish if it had a nose, it'd be bleeding. It doesn't have a nose.
Yeah. Which is why that's so disturbing. You're like, it just out of blood. I'm like, oh no.
It has mandible bleed.
Flick back through the diary.
We'll just go, Cielaro, run. I will catch you up.
I will, I think, yeah.
It is the creature's turn. It is mindlessly going to keep attacking Elcharn. I'll roll another intelligence check. It might be smart enough to walk away. It's not smart enough to walk away. Also, it can't fight or flight because tunneling takes time and it thinks you're going to keep attacking it, so it's just going to keep attacking. Keep that hitting. And you did reckless. Oh god, it's another nat 20.
I'm dead.
It's a problem with recklesses. 27 non-natural.
Mm-hmm.
And 26 non-natural. Yeah.
I think they all hit.
Yeah. I rolled really well last time, so let's not...
If you rolled really well and I was only 1 point unconscious, then we might be safe.
Okay.
We'll see.
That would currently, if you weren't raging, knock you out. Start. Okay, it's only 15 on top, so that is 39 halved, so 19.
Okay, I'm up.
Crunch,
I'm up
crunch.
with 4 hit points.
Crunch, 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 crunch. Keeps crunching. Doing a crunch.
Ow.
Continues to crunch. Much crunch. Cielaro.
Am I in attack distance if I run? If I run, would that be attack of opportunity?
No. No,
Right.
it's engaged with Elcharn, and the corridor is not wide.
I'm not going to leave him, but I'm not going to... Healing word can be 60 feet.
Correct.
I think I'll move... Actually, Actually, yeah, I'll tell you what. I will move 30 feet, and then I think Eldritch Blast just to kind of...
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. I take a knee.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cielaro is
first,
suddenly very cool.
I've sort of like my jacket, my cool jackets now. So I've got patches.
Oh,
No, again, as I said, I bought this from like the adventurer's shop, but it's not, it's not where the actual adventurers, they go, they're like, oh yes, oh, the cool adventure.
is it called the Adventurer's Shop?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
I hear Minsk is wearing a very fancy jacket, very similar. I'm like, I don't know anything better. Okay, so first 26 to hit, and that is 7 points.
Yep.
Second is 22 to hit, and that is 6. So it bang bang.
Bang, bang.
Bang bang.
Right. Bonus action?
And again, this is where I'm like, it's magic. Never believe it's not so. I think that... Sometimes you want to do something because you're like, hey, we're probably coming to the end of a session. And you're like, I didn't get a chance to do this.
Do it.
I am an Asimar. And this is going to be bad because it's going to be a lot of light. But the power of love compels me. Oh no, that's an action. Ignore me.
Oh.
You could have quickened your Eldritch Blast.
You know what I just did?
What?
I quickened my Eldritch Blast.
Did you?
What a brilliant idea, Tom. I'm so glad.
Tactical move, yeah.
It's basically Radiant Soul. And suddenly my eyes glimmer and 2 wings just... and I'm like, and sort of like take off from the ground. I'm like, oh, yeah, all right. So as a bonus action, I will be able to fly, but not.
Yes.
But then, yes. So I think there's a sort of next turn sort of thing. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Again, because the tunnel's quite long, I'm just sort of hovering and going,
Oh.
well, Father always said I was his little angel. Yeah.
Your whole family are ASMR, come on now.
Which would make it interesting, sort of, I'm an only child. I don't know if that comes across. But...
Elcharn, it's your turn.
Hi, darling. Love what you've done with your hair.
Thank you.
How poorly is this poor beastie looking?
Quite poorly now.
Okay, let's just hit it. Reckless, so it's a flat roll. I didn't give myself advantage because I ended up raging. Cielaro is not Cielaro's 30 feet away, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I ran.
Okay, that was an 11, so that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes.
6, 6, 2, 14, 19 points of damage.
It's not dead.
Chris, is what I think. How close to dead is it? Is it like if I make an offhand punch attack, it will be dead?
Maybe.
Run.
Punch it.
No.
I'm going to make an unarmed... Well, because I'll get an attack opportunity if I run anyway. I will... I am so angry. I am angry. And my, angel fiance over there is giving me a very good incentive to make it out. I will...
I'm pretty.
With my left hand. That is a 21 to hit.
Yes.
Now, my D&D Beyond sheet just says it just does 6. It does 6 damage.
Yeah, because it's an unarmed strike.
Yes, but it's not like a D6. It's just a 6.
No, it's just a 6. You don't add anything to it. It's just technically unarmed strikes do 1 point of damage plus your strength modifier, which is 5 in your case. So
fine.
you sucker punch it in the where its nose would be
without looking.
Oh, you broke my mandibles. Oh.
Is it dead?
No.
Is it very nearly dead?
So nearly.
I have 4 hit points. I'm not making it out.
Not with that attitude, you're not, but don't worry.
How have we swapped giving the pep talks? Okay.
It's worse than that. On its turn, it makes 3 attacks.
Mm-hmm. Oh. An auto crit is 2 failed death saves, isn't it?
It's only if I hit with the first one, which I did. That's a 23 to hit, so that will guaranteed hit, which means you're...
1 in the entire fight.
Well, yeah, because you're reckless, that's the point.
Yeah.
You are knocked down with 1 hit, and then it's 2 auto crits on the floor, which means...
Dead.
Dead.
Well, all right then.
Cielaro, it's your turn.
Honey? Just looking over this creature. In my heartbroken mind state, is there anything I can do? I've got healing, but it's, sort of... I'm just going to roll intelligence, where that is an 8. And I'm like, if there is anything, I can't think of it. That's a weird thing where you just know. Look at the ring.
It's still there. The creature is still there.
Bonus action, drag the sphere towards it.
Okay. Dex save?
Yes, Dex save.
That's a 4.
You will burn.
That's 5 hit points left.
Yeah, that's 2d6. So maybe that's 10.
Yeah. It shrieks and collapses. Next to Elcharn, not on top of.
Flaming bug lands on the only man I've ever loved.
No, not on, next to.
Just next to me, yeah. Float over. Come on. Again, I cast healing word.
Nothing happens.
No, I know nothing's going to happen, but she's not thinking at that level. Come on, get up. You can't leave me down here. We're getting married. Come on, you were gonna get me out of here. I can't carry you. When we were playing and I'd try and pick you up, that was funny. Come on, honey, come on, get up. So almost sort of like kicking him now. You've got to get up. You can't leave me. You're going to get me to spring wedding. Scream scream. And just, okay, think. Okay, he's gone. Okay, there must be. Okay, if you can hear me, don't move on. I will find a cleric, and you'll be a halfling, and that'd be funny. You'll finally be shorter than me. Is there any? Again, I'm just going to see if there's any spells that can kind of. I want to. Sanctuary, no. So I looked at Vortex Warp and just imagine teleporting you down the corridor. There you go, you're up on a shelf. Yeah. And the one thing is, I'm also looking at like spells. I could have done that. It's like, no, sweetie, there's nothing you could have done. Okay.
What are you willing to sacrifice to have him back?
I mean, I said I was going to get him out of here. Is this? Are we doing a devil's bargain here, Chris?
Don't do it.
What are you putting on the table?
Do you want him back?
Yes.
What are you willing to sacrifice for it?
I mean, he's so much more. I'm charismatic, but he's better than me. He will have a great life out there, you know. I mean, I want him to live his life. Yeah. What? Pretty much anything.
Elcharn, you died. And there was nothing. And suddenly you're awake again. You feel strange. Something is definitely wrong. But your eyes open, you can talk, and you see Cielaro bent over you.
What happened?
You fell down. You slept.
Clumsy like that.
The bug's dead. We've got to keep moving.
Good girl. Something is wrong.
No, everything's fine. Everything is fine. Ouchie, don't open doors. You don't want to look down. We've got to keep going. We've got invites to write. You know, book. You've got to book the town hall in advance. You know, months in advance if you want to have a big party.
Cielaro, what did you do?
I've already said goodbye. I don't need to say it again. I mean, come on, let's keep going.
What is it that feels wrong about Elcharn? What
It's infinitesimal. You definitely feel like something is wrong, but you couldn't put your finger on it easily.
Okay. I give my hand to Cece, get her to pull me up.
Yeah.
Elcharn's hand is cold.
That doesn't matter. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's a problem. It's a problem. We're down in the we're down in the Underdark. It's cold down here. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Cece, give me your diary.
You know, is now the time to be looking up my secrets? I mean, we've got to keep going, Elchie.
I want to look at it, not in it.
No.
Please.
No. Come on, we've got to go.
Give it to me now.
Step a little bit away from him. No. Okay, maybe it won't be that bad. I mean, they were decent. I mean, they were creepy, but they seem to have some affection for each other. You know, we'll probably be this. I said, like, we'll be in charge of the tower, the citadel, before too long, and we We'll find a nice, quiet little place, you know? I mean, we won't have that many flowers, but we'll manage, right?
You are scaring me, and I need to know what has happened so that I can know what to do, so that I can take care of you, so that we can get out. If I don't know what's going on, then I can't look after you.
We don't have to do it now, though. Elcharn. Come on, let's... Are you mad at me?
No.
Because I think I've been going through... We've been going through a lot, but I don't think I could have you hating me.
I couldn't hate you for anything. Come on, you're meant to be the smart one. You should know this.
I think we do the thing sort of like where we're resting sort of foreheads against each other, and then I'll reach in and... Is there a way I can kind of position it so I can see the reflection before he can?
Sure.
Yeah, I slightly sort of... Again, it's not a sleight of hand thing, but I'm like, I would like to know what is happening first so I can get my expression correct here, you know? So...
Elcharn has a reflection.
Okay, I turn. See, you're being a silly goose. Look, you're fine. You're absolutely fine.
Has anything changed?
Not obviously.
I'm being an idiot. I thought you had maybe...
No, I wouldn't. I mean, would you want that?
No, it's going to be much easier to fix one of us than both of us. I can go out in the sunshine and be fine. See, why were you acting like such a... Why? I don't want to hate you. How could I hate you if you haven't done anything?
I didn't do anything.
Then what? Why were you having a joke? Was this like...
Yeah, you know, I'm just sort of like... It's been a long... I ate blood.
You did. You know, we will talk about the appropriateness of timing and humor when we get home.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Again, like if you think about camera, as soon as he turns his back, my face just completely... I'm like, yeah, I know something is so wrong here, but it's that sort of thing of just go, everything's fine.
Holding Cielaro's hand going, I think you must be getting better too. Your hand doesn't feel nearly as cold as it did before.
No, I guess it's the fire. It's sort of, I had a bit of time to warm myself up after you fell down.
Good.
Roll me a perception check.
17.
As you hold Elcharn's hand, you start walking, trying to find your way out of the Underdark as before. You realise that he doesn't have a heartbeat anymore.
Yeah, I think I kind of assumed the moment he opened his eyes and there was just something I looked at and I was just like, yeah, you know, sort of, I'm kind of going to a little bit take it from Elcharn, you know, just going, if we're joking, we're joking. If we're being quiet, we're being quiet. I can't, you know, sort of like, I offered to turn him into a vampire and that seemed like, you know, but he could never be crossed. He could never hate me. So but people say that, don't they?
But I'm not a vampire.
You're not a vampire. No.
I had a reflection.
Yeah.
Correct.
And you didn't bite me.
No.
And you don't have Revivified.
No.
What did you do?
Oh, what a question.
As you go off into the Underdark trying to fire your way out, that's where we leave your story for the time being.
Ah!
I might just, again, like one final diary entry kind of saying, it's like, because I half wrote my letter to my father and said, you know, sort of, it's been 1 week since you bit me. I've lost track of how long I've been down here. It seems that we must do whatever we can to survive. I have started making lists of the things I will miss I miss the rain. I miss the smell of violets. As horrible as this may be, I'm glad Mother died before she could see what had happened. I do not think anyone will find this, but if you do, know I did everything I did for love and the hope to improve our home. I'm glad that we are together forever. Yours. And then Cielaro. Cece.